There we go. Now we can start back from the beginning.
How you going? I'm still in lockdown, and I'm bored, really bored. So bored, I've been finding ways to make mundane activities more of a challenge and dangerous. But so far, haven't found anything exciting enough. But then I saw the experts, Mexicans. So today, I'm gonna make my version of their hammer.
This looks like the most diabolical thing ever created in the world. I don't know why he create something like that, but it's crazy.
And even though I'm thoroughly sick of lockdown and being unable to do stuff, luckily today's sponsor, NordVPN, allows me to travel the world wherever I want. Here are some photos of me on my recent trip to Paris. And here's me in New York key. I've been a Nord customer for years and love the fact that it's easy to use with a single click, allowing me to access over 5,200 servers in 60 countries that gives me the fastest speed of any VPN out there. It also protects all my internet data behind its ultra secure wall of next generation encryption, which is great when I'm being dodgy. Let's say I'm sick of being in Sydney where the COVID cases are too high. I just change my location and now I'm in Singapore, watching and hanging out with the cast of Singapore Social. It just takes one click, open the map, click on the location, and you'll be connected in seconds. So, to protect your data and to get the most out of streaming services from all across the world, just go to nordvpn.com/ididthing to get a 2-year plan plus 4 additional months with a huge discount. So, what are you waiting for? Go use my link in the description now and go start surfing all over the world today. Alright, now some of
W plug. Go make sure you go ahead and use that code to your advantage, you know.
Some of you probably already know I'm not the first to copy the Mexicans with explosive hammers, and an Australian company, Ramset, beat me to it making this, which is used to drive nails through brick and metal. And I could just buy one of these, but look at that price, $1,000. I'm definitely better off making my own. So the first thing I did was buy a $2,000 lathe. Okay, so this is my plan. I've collected all the scrap metal in my house.
There you go. What happened?
Which I reckon I can combine to make this.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's pretty simple. Just a block of metal in 2 pieces with a swivel point here. Then you put the nail inside with a charge behind it, and when I hit the nail here, it moves back and hopefully sets off the charge, firing the nail out the end. And some of you might recognize some similarities between this and stuff made here's baseball bat. But look, if he's allowed to copy my steel-toed croc video and make it much better, then I'm allowed to copy his video and make it much worse.
That is a logic you can never argue with. Absolutely. 100% agree with that one.
And that's my idea, but I don't actually think I have the skills to make this, since this is my first time using a lathe, and so far I've only made this.
Oh, I was about to say.
So hopefully making the hammer is similar. And unlike this, which is made from round bar and fits in the 3-jaw chuck, I'm using square bar for the hammer, which doesn't fit. So either I add another jaw on the side, or use this 4-jaw chuck. And this sounds like an easy solution, but when you put material in a 4-jaw chuck like this, it needs to be centered using one of these. And I hate being precise. I always avoid it, but now, thanks to this tool, I have the ability to tell how unprecise I am, accurate to 1/100th of a millimeter.
That's fine. Okay.
This is dumb. I feel like nothing I do makes any sense. I hit this side, and now this side has moved in. And then I turn this thing, and now the whole thing's the wrong way.
Wait, what?
But after mucking around with it for ages, I seem to have gotten the piece roughly.
I've tried this a little bit. Yo, I fucking hated it so much when because I was in college for engineering, and they had machines, so I tried to use one. Yeah, I fucking hated it. It was so fucking horrible.
In the middle. So I brought in the tool to do a cut across the face. And lathing is a lot of fun and really makes you feel like a man with a big manly tool. Mainly because it allows me to finally grow facial hair.
Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that? No, don't do that. No, what the fuck is wrong with him? Oh, don't. Oh my god.
And that facing cut feels pretty smooth. And after comparing it to my face, it's much more flat.
Oh my god.
Okay, now I'm going to drill a hole in the center of the block. And this is the scary part, as if it's not centered, all the machinist watching will make fun of me.
I'm gonna have to put the volume down. What the hell? Did he put oil on that? Is he gonna... Why are his toes out? Like, what the fuck? Why? Yo, what the fuck is wrong with him? There we go.
And this sucks. If I can't get the drill bit out, I'm gonna have to start all over. I tried yanking it out by turning the lathe on while holding the other part still, and even tried putting it in the freezer with diced mangoes.
I think this is the perfect reason as to why you would use oil or some type of lubricant as you're cutting, I believe. So this shit doesn't happen. You learn. Live and learn.
Which always helps me relax and shrink in size. But nothing worked. But then I had a genius idea. I grinded some flats on the side of the drill bit and used this wrench to attempt to turn it out.
Yeah.
Which worked, but I still need to make the hole a little larger. And I've decided from now on, I should definitely use a safer approach and use a dummy and some lubricant.
Oh my god. What? Why? Just why? Hold on, let me move my model. No, but seriously, just why? Oh my god.
And I'm pretty sure the lathe isn't meant to be making this noise. So I just put on some ear protection to fix the noise, and that looks pretty good, and the blank also fits.
That's pretty perfect.
Okay, the hole is done
It's
and
a snug
seems to
fit,
be
at
in the
least.
center. So I just cut the tip off using the world's most unpleasant tool,
Okay.
and then decided I had had enough of staring at these blanks and wanted to see what actually happens if I just hit one with a hammer.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Yes.
And now without ear protection for some reason.
3,
Why?
2,
Why?
1.
Oh my god.
I
Oh,
don't
that probably
know
hurt.
why I
Oh
did
my
that.
god.
My ears are literally still ringing while recording this.
Ooh, them
But I
tinnitus.
still decided I want to see what happens if I hit it again, but this time with a nail on top. So I put the nail in, then place the blank underneath. And it's very important I do this in that order so I don't accidentally set off the blank and die. Then I hit it as hard as I could.
2, 1.
Is he using zero, like no safety at all? Like where's the blast shield? No, just gonna smack him in front with a hammer? Like, what is this?
And nothing. And again.
Oh,
This time I placed it.
My god. I saw death. I went directly into his. Hold on. Oh.
And nothing. And again.
Oh my god. Just pointed directly at him at this point. It's just directly at him. Oh my god.
This time I placed a sharper point behind the blank.
Oh,
And still nothing.
Oh,
and
this
then I
got a
tried
piece of
placing
plywood
the
now.
blank on flat metal and also clamping the device so it doesn't fall onto the ground and then point towards me.
yeah, that's a smart ass idea.
2, 1.
Oh my god. Wait, first off, is there a baby in the background?
Clamping the device so it doesn't fall onto the ground and then point towards me.
3,
Yes, there is. Oh my god.
2, 1.
Oh my god.
What the?
Jesus Christ.
Holy
Oh, what happened? Did it go through?
Where did the nail?
Oh my god.
Oh, that is
Oh my god.
terrifying.
Oh my god. Hopefully there's nobody
I
above.
cannot believe that these say they are weak. I am so glad I didn't buy the strong ones. Let's check upstairs and see if that did any damage.
Did it go through?
And that works a little too well, which might be my fault, as I spent an hour like a sweatshop worker machining like 100 nails down until I had an airtight fit in the hole of the hammer.
Oh.
And I'm really starting to think I should make myself like a Kevlar apron or something to protect my innards.
That'll be the smartest idea. You know, safety number one. That'll be like a very intelligent idea. Yeah, absolutely. Best things you should do.
If for some reason anyone watching has some Kevlar they don't want that they want to send me, hit me up. Okay, moving on with the build, I need to make a hinge between the two pieces. So I decided to just use a store-bought hinge, which will attach to the bottom of some flat bar like this. And now it's time for something else I've never done, which is use this tap and die set to create threads in metal. But first, I thought I'd better read the instructions very, very carefully to make sure I don't die.
That's smart. Oh.
Then, once it was
Yeah, he's the embodiment of like, fuck it, we ball. Yeah. Oh my god.
kind of together, I realized a potential problem with my design, which was that the round could go off when I closed the hinge. Which it didn't, so I set it off with a stick once again.
Again?
2, 1.
Jesus.
Oh my.
There's a second one? What's the moment of impact?
Once again.
3, 2, 1.
How fast was that? Literally one frame is there. The next, oh my god, one frame. Boop 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 boop. Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's too powerful, so it went straight through. And it went to the roof again.
Oh my god.
And let's go check upstairs again. What?
And that works great, but I still decided to swap the hinge out for a more beefy one, which I took from the door of this cabinet. And I like this thing. It's like I'm holding a badly rendered pistol. Now I need to decide on the locks that hold the pieces together. And at first I was going to go with this kind of artistic wanky lock, but I don't actually think it would hold together with the extreme forces on the hammer. So I went with this sturdier one. Then once I tap and not dyed the rest of the holes, I've essentially got the finished thing. Except it looks really ugly. And after looking online at other kinds of hammers and other stuff, I found this by Adam Savage, which I'm going to take slight inspiration from.
What are we doing? We're polishing now?
And after all that grinding, I was curious as to how much metal I had actually lost. So I measured it. And strangely, I gained around 1 centimeter. Then I cleaned up the other pieces using my sick tech deck skills from my childhood. And so
I remember having like a fuck ton of tech decks back when I was in fucking middle school, bro. Yo, when that shit came out, bro, like it's all what anybody did during fucking middle school. Oh my god, yo, I had like fucking 5 or 6 of them bitches. Oh my god, my friend at the time, he had the fucking ramps and like the little fucking skate park, whatever, for fucking tech decks. That was a little bit too far. I don't know what the motherfucker was doing. They started fucking banning them from my school.
far, this has actually been pretty easy. But now comes the hard bit, where I grind in the more delicate details and risk stuffing up this whole piece, which I'm terrified about. So I rolled a die to see which piece would be sacrificed first. Now I'm going to try and create an angled section on the side, and I can do this in 2 different ways. The first, by locking the grinding face at an angle, or I can do my favorite method, which is to lock myself at a 45-degree angle so I'm consistent with my grind. And after combining the two, I created this.
You put your
so then
face...
I just did the same thing on the front to create these cute little triangles, which despite my fears, actually look pretty good. So
you
then
got a couple
I
of
attempted the
chamfers.
scariest part, which is a rounded groove cut into metal, which blacksmiths and whitesmiths like to call fullers. So I tilted the belt at this sharp angle and started. And while doing this, I actually found the best angle for grinding was when I placed my head right here, which allowed me to see right along the face.
What? Yo, he's gonna get some dust in his eyes. Oh God.
But it also means the metal dust gets a good view of my face as well.
Oh my God.
After all this grinding, I was starting to create a bit of mess on the floor with all these...
Yo, this bro just got his toes out for free. No, like seriously, like why? Oh my God. Like for free is crazy. Hold on, let me move up a little bit.
filings. But luckily I had a...
Oh my God. Yo, that... Oh my God.
mate who told me a tip, which was to place a bucket of water directly underneath the grinder, which is actually great as it keeps me nice and cool while doing this hot work.
What the fuck, bro? I don't think he meant it like, oh my God. I don't think he meant it like that.
Okay, the fullers look pretty good, although it is starting to look more like the G word, which I'm too scared to say on YouTube. And this definitely isn't a G, it's a hammer, not illegal, and it's just a homemade, slightly a dodgy version of something I can buy from stores. So then I switched to this belt, which I found in the bin of a waxing salon. And the tiny hairs stuck to this belt give the metal a really nice finish.
Is it gonna polish it? Yeah, it's polishing.
My God, that's smooth.
And look at that, I'm proud. It actually all looks good, except these little overhanging lips. So I gave it a labiaplasty. Now you're probably wondering how I'm gonna stick a handle on this thing. And so am I. I definitely should have planned how I was going to do that from the start, because now I'm just going to have to go with the easiest, worst option, which is most likely going to ruin all of this work. And I'm going to attempt to weld a piece of pipe here and then just shove the handle in like this. And after a quick test, cutting another piece of pipe and welding that onto another piece of metal, and then hitting that as hard as I can against an anvil.
fucking Looney Tune ass. Oh my God. Looney Tunes ass type of fucking shit. Oh my God.
I think it might hold. So I just got a piece real hot, squished it in the vise, and then closed my eyes and hoped for the best. And I really hope this doesn't stuff up. This has been my longest project so far and took me a crazy 13 minutes and 59 seconds to get here. And I had to sit through a Nord sponsor and 2 unskippable apps.
Is this his? Yeah, no, it's his. I made the world's strongest hammer. Yeah, it's his channel. What the fuck?
So this better work. And after filling the piece up with about an inch of lava, the weld actually looks alright and the piece hasn't deformed. So then I cleaned off the black stuff until it was shiny again, and then did some research trying to decide on the finish for this metal. And what I do like is stone washing, where you etch the metal in acid. Then people on the internet will get that metal and put it in a rock tumbler to get this nice looking surface which protects the metal from rust and looks rustic. And I don't have a tumbler, so I figured out another easy way to make your own. All you do is you get your metal, put it in your pocket.
Why does he still have that fucking... Well, we know what it looks like, but why?
Some stones from the garden, and then put it in the washing machine for about an hour, which gives you this. And I decided I don't actually like this very much, so I'm sticking with the shiny finish. But I'm also going to copy what every wog that moves to Australia does and cover pointless parts of it in gold in an attempt to make myself look more serious. Then I grabbed some oil and rubbed it all over the wood before using some quick set epoxy and a bolt to lock the handle in place. Now the instructions of the epoxy don't say you have to panic, but I find I get better results if I use the wrong size bolt, which I then have to cut down and then burn myself on. I then like to freak out that I'm not going to get the handle in place before the epoxy sets, ruining my whole project, meaning I'm not going to be able to upload a video in time and I'm going to become irrelevant and not be able to upload on YouTube ever again. And it worked. Then I took it back to the beautiful hairy belt to smooth it out. And I do like these hairy belts a lot, but just like the Thai place down the road, I find I get much better results when finishing by hand. And it's done.
Music. Yeah, we're just muting for the music.
Just to make sure it all still works.
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Oh. Another one again? At least he has a face mask now.
Nice. I don't know why I didn't place a piece of wood there or something. Let's go upstairs.
Oh, God.
What?
Wait, so did that come out? I know. Are they coming out?
Oh.
Is he on the roof? How did he get on the ceiling? How does it hold up his weight? How does it hold the ceiling?
And I'm very, very happy with that. This thing is powerful and beautiful. Definitely the coolest thing I've ever made. But I just realized that the vise was definitely adding heaps of support on the side and on the bottom of the hammer. So before I swing it by hand, I decided to put it on this rig, which perfectly recreates how my arm works.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hey, as long as we're being safe, you know, there's no professionals that you're seeing here, so don't do this at home. Oh.
Which didn't
my god.
work. And again.
Okay.
Then I figured out what was happening. My hammer was working in the vise, but not for the reasons I intended. I thought the nail was moving back and pushing the blank, setting it off, but that wasn't actually happening. Because I was scared and crouching down to make sure I didn't die, I was actually hitting the top of the hammer, not the nail, which meant I was squishing these two pieces of metal together, setting off the blank. So I switched to a shorter nail so that the end of the hammer would actually hit the table. And...
Yes. Yes. Whoa.
Alright, let's cover some stuff that
Wife
you
came
shouldn't be
right
able
out
to,
of
like, this fry pan.
Oh, your wife is gonna kill you. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And it smashed through that easily.
You did it twice.
But it is. So let's move.
His wife is going to murder him. Oh no.
But it is pretty thin metal. So let's move on to some thicker metal, like this a barbecue plate, which is 1.5 centimeters thick.
Oh. Where's he getting the eggs from? Like we wasting eggs out here?
3,
Today's day, that's like $24 an egg.
2, 1. Far out, that was a loud one. Okay, it's stuck. Ooh. Whoa. It is punched a clean hole. You can see the punch marks. Or the way that it kind of blew it out at the back. That is insane.
And after that success, I think I'm going to take it off the rig and have a go at hitting it myself. And I'm honestly so surprised this thing hasn't blown apart yet. And even my dodgy weld seems to somehow be holding up. So I stacked up some stuff in front of me and decided to hit this book.
Okay. What the fuck is with the eggs?
Oh my god, I'm terrified of this thing. Please, away from me. Okay.
Oh my god. Well, at least you got a blast shield.
3.
Stop! Don't do it. Please don't. Okay, it didn't work. You gotta keep. You're gonna keep going. Okay, let's
2,
see.
1.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was actually fine to hold. Don't go all the way through the table. And through the book, through the table, through this surfboard I have here,
The surfboard?
and is sticking out. That is insane. I'm going to stop playing with this thing.
Yeah, you should. You should stop playing.
This.
He's trying to throw it out.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like that, please subscribe and check out some of my other stuff.
Oh my god, yo, he is too crazy. Oh my god. Well, you guys know, links in the description. Make sure you go ahead and go ahead to NordVPN, right here, for his sponsors. You want to go ahead and check that out. There's his link. Hit the link to the video is going to be in the description. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All right, thank you.